The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day after the market close. Tom takes your phone calls from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time using the data available at that time.
Let's go to Glenn in Massachusetts. Hey, Glenn, what's going on?
You know what is good for us is Tom O'Brien providing an unbiased source of information for us investors. You don't have an agenda. It's just to cut through everything and to give us the facts. I want to thank you.
Well, I appreciate it, man.
And now, here's Tom O'Brien.
Well, welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 2 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the Internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day out there, safe day out there. I'm coming to you from beautiful Denver, Colorado out here today. Look at those mountains, folks. It's a beautiful thing. Let's take a look at one of actually, I don't have a floor agreement with me, so you know what we're going to do, folks? Always remember, yesterday's gone, tomorrow's not here. What are you doing right now? Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow down 68, NASDAQ was flat, S&Ps were flat, gold contract down $7, trading at $1,483 an ounce. Silver down 19 cents at $33.93. Platinum up $8.75, trading out at $1,766 an ounce. Copper up 4 pennies at $4.03 a pound. Light sweet crude flat at 97.10. Bonds 30-year up 19 ticks, trading out at 125.18. Dollar index down 10 ticks, trading out at the 75.45 level. Euro up 6 at 142.25. Yen up 57, trading out at 81.36. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's see what we have out here. You get a flat market on the S&Ps. We get down to a price point of 13.18. Now, what you have here, folks, is this. You get a gap that's still opened at the 1303.97. So that baby's going to get filled. Bottom line, did 938 million versus 907 in the S&P. We go to the Dow Industrials. You take a look at the Dow. What we did with the Dow out here, Dow comes down 68 points, got into a low of the 12,378. Now, what gets interesting here, and this is what it is, folks, the 12,378 punched into the February 18th time frame, and that's a crucial deal. The reason being, of course, is that the NASDAQ is already below and inside the lower range of February 18th. The small caps are. The Dow Industrials were way above it, number one. This is the first day it punched into it, and when we take a look at this, you didn't punch into it with that much volume. You punched into it with 938 million. That's not the end of the world out here when you basically take a look at how we come in there. I do expect we're going to be back in it, but not just yet. When I say not just yet, I'm talking about days here. NASDAQ Composite. Now, we have what the composite is this. Composite from yesterday to today. Now, this is where the divergence. You get a little divergence here. NASDAQ Composite was flat. I'd been down to 27.82. Down to 27.59. Closes at 27.53. The gap on the composite is at 27.46. Composite is screaming what? That we're going to go to lower prices. Composite went down with $2.2 billion versus $2 billion. Now, inside of that, of course, it was good old Hewitt Packard. If you want to see something that's just absolutely wild, folks, Hewitt Packard, HPQ, we were talking about it last night. It blew apart today, blew apart with 100 million shares, monster ABC down, and bottom line, Hewitt Packard, there's a couple equities that have done this thus far, but Hewitt Packard is back to the May 19th, 2009 time frame, and that's where the good old infamous 825 is, by the way, too, folks. So it's going to get interesting watching the whole rest of this unfold as we go forward. Hewitt Packard is trading out here, and it's not even close to being done of that ABC structure on the way down yet. You're at 36.91, and $30 is the next level down. Let's go to Dave in Clearwater. Hey, Dave, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, how are we doing today, sir?
I'm doing great, man. You having a good day out there?
I'm having a real good day out there. Could I pass a compliment along about one of your staff?
Sure.
I'm old and technologically unsophisticated, Tom, so, I heard the name Twitter, but not really sure what the Twitter was about. So I figured, well, since you guys offer a Twitter service, and as you know, I take your market insights, like, well, let's call, the office there and see what they say. And then Leanne just, the point I want to make is Leanne took the better part of about 10 minutes, explained it to me, was real thoughtful, professional, courteous, whole nine, sent me some follow-up emails on how to get it done. And that service level is kind of rare these days, so I just wanted to pass a compliment where I wanted to do.
We really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. I am so lucky, folks, because I have such a great staff. I absolutely do, no doubt. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Not a problem. I was wondering if I could get you. I called you on this one in the past and took a position on it, but I was curious if you could give me a second opinion. JDSU.
Yeah, let's take a look at it. We get JDS Uniphase, folks. Okay, communication tested measurement solutions. The low's $9. The high is $29. They make 27 cents. Okay, so, this is going to be a close one, man. And the reason being is that, it came down and filled the gap the first time at that 1750. It got to the 1783 where it was on April 19th. It goes from 1783 up to the 22. And, it's like, okay, you're going to go test it again. And it very well can, man.
That's what I was thinking because, all in all, I like the stock, but, times are choppy and the dollar's going to be strengthening. I went long at $18, sold some calls, just closed them out, thinking that the stock had hit support today and versus it continuing to go down. Would you still, like I said, I'm long at 18. Would you still hang on to it, scale further in on it if the volume dries up, or what are your thoughts overall? You think for sure?
Well, let's talk about this for a second, because if you sold, now you're really, well, I guess, this is what's happening with JDSU, folks. The larger trade is, in at 1750, and you got an acceleration up to this 29, because we have volume at 29. So that's a huge, acceleration. No two ways about that. The smaller one, however, what I would do is this. I'd put a stop. I wouldn't give this 20 more cents. You know why?
Okay.
Because you're in a good position right now, right? And this can easily go back to 1783 again, especially the way the market's operating. Now, it looks to me like the market itself, we want to go lower, but it's going to be real close in whether we get a small bounce coming into option expiration on Friday. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I think you're going to be in decent shape the next couple of days. If we get the bounce tomorrow, and let's say you get lighter volume, right, then, yeah, I'd basically peel that off, because the way that the market is set up right now, it looks to me that, this thing wants to get lower. Hewlett Packard, not that has been weak for about 6 months, but the bottom line is that Hewlett Packard's going back to May 09. We're going to see more of that, man.
That's why I wanted to call it, because I'm like, I don't like the way HP's acting, that, the whole nine with the dollar strength, and I'm like, I don't know.
There you go, brother. Okay.
Thanks, Tom.
Cool, man. Have a great one. Thanks for the feedback. Really appreciate it. Let's go to Harry in Orlando. Hey, Harry, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, how are you today?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely.
What are we going to look at today?
Well, I was interested in SCCO, Southern Copper.
Let's take a look at it. This is Southern Copper. This is the largest copper company in the world, folks. The low is 25, the high is 50. They pay a 6.5% dividend. They make almost $2 a share. Okay, so now you're trying to walk into this, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. If you get this is what happens with this equity, folks. If you get this equity right, it's beautiful. But it's just like Freeport-McMoRan. It loves deep retracements. I would just hang there and not bite yet. This baby can get back into $30 real easy, man. When you put this up, Harry, right?
Yes, sir.
Where I'm going with it is this. What this equity did, folks, is this. The equity takes off, at $12 going back November of 08. Gets up to 34, and then you had a deep retracement from 34 to 26. February time frame of 2010, that's where it's already into that, number one. Once it got inside $36.98, you'll see that. Put that on a weekly, okay? Mm-hmm. You'll see that, okay, once it's in there, that means it can test the bottom of that. Now, it's coming into that with really light volume, so I think the thing's close. But, another $3 to $6 would be a beautiful thing, man.
Yes, sir.
Especially with a 6% dividend.
It looks tantalizing, but not right now.
Yeah, but these things love deep retracements. That stock, folks, trades just like Freeport-McMoRan. And when you take a look at Freeport-McMoRan, that thing with copper still at highs and gold at highs just went from $62 down to $46. So you got to be careful with those. And you want to look at Great Basin, right?
Yes, sir. Please.
Okay, so you get Great Basin. This is a producer in South Africa as well as the Colin trend. The low's 156. The high's 332. Okay, so now do you own this one or are you looking to buy this one?
I'm looking to get in, and to me, 181, 180 looks like a good entry point.
That's where you want to be. We got down to, okay, so at the 192, rejected that. What it's doing is this. On a weekly, you're going into 14 million. As long as it's less than 14 million, you're in good shape. Last week, we come down with 8.6 million.
Mm-hmm.
Cooking, brother.
Tom, I appreciate you very much.
Okay, Harry, have a great one, man. Have a safe one.
You too. Enjoy yourself out there.
Let's go to Alex in New Jersey. Hey, Alex, what's going on?
We're into the gap. EK.
EK, let's take a look at it. Man, I thought I was going to see you up in New York. You couldn't make it in, huh?
I could have, and I totally forgot about it.
Oh, my God. Okay, let's take a look at it. We got Eastman Kodak, initials EK, of course, the symbol's EK. The low's $2.75, the high $6. They lose $3.88. Okay, so what are we going for here? Are you going for this, 367 area, or are you trying to go for the 408, right?
I'll go into whatever I get.
Well, you need more signs of strength, and you don't have them. What you got to watch out for here, let me just see something. You got to watch out when they're coming out with their numbers. Okay, the next number's not until July. See, when you come down this hard, like in a gap away situation like this, Alex, the equities like gapping away 2 or 3 times. This is gapped away twice already, from the $9 on down. So you need a sign of strength. You don't have it yet. You get that flounder pull out there, but you just might pull in a grouper.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's going to be close, man. You're back inside the $2.90, which is good. If you could ever get back inside 367, then you'd have some action. But you can see you came down on 70 million. You had that one pop, which is nice, on 68, and then you broke those lows with 13, which is good. You need like another 50, 60 million a day. It's possible you can get one, though. Their business plan is history, but they do have a bunch of patents, So who knows? It's not hard to get a 50, 60 cent pop on a $3 stock out, especially something like Kodak, so.
Go ahead and take a try.
I'm sorry?
Should I drop a line down?
No, I wouldn't buy it. I thought you owned it. No, I wouldn't buy it. No, I would not buy it. Absolutely. Cooking, brother. Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. And folks, if you do, I'm going to be. I'm in Denver doing a workshop tonight. I'm going to be in Boulder, Colorado tomorrow. If you do want to go to that workshop in Boulder, folks, it's 2 hours. It's 6 to 8 tomorrow night. You can check it out under Breaking News at TFNN. We're going to be right back.
Gold is an international.